Hi Joe, how you doing?
Good morning, Thomas. Very well, thank you.
Well, we're about the middle of November. How's the market this
Still,
month?
still ticking along. Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very strong. I think leading up to Christmas, we got 30 odd days now until Christmas. People
Yes.
are wanting to buy and sort of try and get in as quickly as possible.
So what you predicted last month is actually happening. It's still pretty hot.
Yeah, I mean the stock levels haven't increased dramatically. Buyers probably have increased leading up into that new year.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just seeing a lot of really good results. A lot of buyers that don't want to wait to auction, that want to buy now, and happy to pay a premium to do so.
But this is a crazy bit, isn't it? Is it more acreages going or is it more small
Combination of
residential?
both. Combination of both. There's a lot of buyers that are looking to upsize. Maybe COVID's got them a little bit cramped in where they're living now and they're looking for that space. So we are finding a lot of people now looking at acreage, but also across the board, all the sectors are doing quite well.
Yeah. You look after not only just Dural, you look after Glenrothes, Kenhurst.
Yeah, predominantly, most of the hills, to be honest. We got a good coverage.
Is there one that is outperforming another suburb for the moment or not?
I think it's not suburb-based. I think it's house-based. I think you've got a house that a lot of people like. You've got a house which has unique features that people can't buy elsewhere. And obviously those properties are getting better results.
Do you have a story for us?
Yeah, we had a really good result just over a week ago now. We had a property in Kenhurst, a 5-acre block, been in the family for just over 35 years. Took it to auction, a campaign for auction, which was meant to be in 10 days from now, but we sold it in 6 days.
Wow, what happened?
Well, we had an auction guide, 2.6 million. Vendors would have loved 2.8 million. We got offers in that first week around the 2.8. Most agents would run with the contract, sold, but we held it off for a day and I continued to negotiate with this buyer and we ended up getting 2.95.
Oh, wow, what a story.
So the vendors were obviously, thrilled. That extra sort of work that we put in, I mean, that's why you pay agents at the end of the day. You want them to not just sell your house, but to get the best possible price.
Yeah.
And we definitely felt that we did that with that result in that property. And the residents in the area, the phones have been, ringing off the hook, asking how do we get that sort of price for pretty much a block of land. So it was a really, really great story, and to help a family that had been there for so long to be able to sell and not only sell, but exceed not only their biggest expectations, but probably what they ever thought they could achieve.
Yeah. I mean, why did they pick you? Because you're a young up-and-coming guns, and they've been around 35 years. They would have seen so many agents.
Yeah, definitely.
And still they pick someone like you. I get it. You've got honest tattooed on your forehead, but what else? I mean, there must be something else.
Well, I think it was the consistency around the vendor. She lives in Kenhurst already herself. This wasn't where she lived. This was another part of the family that we sold for. So I had dealt with her through her Kenhurst home. I actually sold her daughter a property in Riverstone. The whole family had seen how we work from a buyer to how we work as selling. And they wanted us to replicate exactly what they were treated with. And we listed it, and I guess it happened a lot faster than we all expected in terms of getting that sort of price. But yeah, that was, I guess they saw that result in the area from other properties. We sold the one next door to her. So I think all these things, they just sort of added up, and she said, these guys are the people for us.
Yeah. I mean, that Riverstone property, that was a record sale too, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. So
it was a record sale. So this is the question I want to ask. You sold her daughter a property at record price, and she still wanted you. And what it is that people really look at how you behave with them when they're buying a house, because that tells them why they should pick you when they think of selling their home.
Yeah, well, I think they realised that even when they were buying, and they had the whole, we'd love you to sell our house, but my job is to work for my sellers. So they saw that everything that I did wasn't to try and help them, it was to try and get the best result for my sellers.
Yes.
And in that, I was very transparent, very honest, and they respected that. Yeah, I negotiated hard and we got more money out of them, but that's my job. And I think they respected that, and that's what they expect from me when I sell their property.
Yes, and a lot of buyers don't get it, that when they're buying a property, actually parking a bit of money there. The day that they're selling, they're going to get that money back, plus probably all the interest, right? So you might as well just make sure you got the right agent, the tough one, because he's going to look after you when you have to sell.
Well, it's going back to before. I mean, a lot of agents, when a vendor says, this is what I want, and when you get that, you run straight there. You say, let's sell. We got it. No need to muck around. But I guess for me, I mean, I grew up in sports, so that sort of competitiveness nature came out, and I thought, this guy's got more.
Yes.
These owners, this is, they're older. This is their nest egg. This is everything. What's the worst that could happen if I keep negotiating? And the worst that happened was I got another $150,000 for them, which was obviously life-changing for them. It was a great result.
Now you just opened a Pandora box. Which sport was that?
Oh, lots of sports. Soccer, rugby, tennis, basketball, you name it, I've played it.
Oh, really? So which one were you really good at?
Tennis. Tennis I focused on most of I did tennis coaching when I was younger, down at Kenthurst Tennis Centre next to Hills Grammar. So, I mean, tennis was my life for growing up, a majority of my life,
So you're not just a real estate agent. Anyone who's got a tennis coach, you can coach them at the same time when you sell it.
Absolutely, I can definitely do that.
All right. So just tell me, going back to the property market now, is there any reason a property wouldn't sell in this market?
Oh, there's multiple reasons why a property wouldn't sell in this market. I mean, over the top expectations, maybe the property has issues, but a good property that's listed right in market value is always going to exceed market value. What vendors don't realise is that they always have a figure in their mind that they want to achieve. It's usually very, very far away from what the buyers want to pay.
Yeah.
The higher that is, their expectations, the harder it is for us to get the buyers up to that. So we've had a lot of, I guess, success in listing the property realistically, giving the vendors not false hope, but a realistic hope and a strategy is how we're going to exceed their expectations. And doing that, we've increased our buyer numbers, which increases our ability to negotiate with these buyers. I mean, that's just the byproduct of then getting a great result.
Yeah, but because the market has really been a bit buoyant lately, a lot of sellers would feel a bit greedy, wouldn't they? Thinking, hold on, if it's going to be going up, I might as well just ask for the moon. But is that a danger?
You've heard the say, what goes up must come down at some stage. And I think what we're riding on at the moment is hypothetical. No one really knows what's going to happen. People that are thinking, let's sell in 6 months' time are going, let's sell now if we can get what we want. So there are people that are almost being less greedy, going, what if what we can get now is less than what we can get in 6 months? Why wouldn't we sell now? So I guess it's the 80-20 rule, 80% of people cool, 20% of people, let's sell quickly or let's hold on, we'll get more money. So it's,
Yeah. I don't know whether it's the word greedy, maybe
Not
it's
greedy.
the word unrealistic.
Yeah.
And so it would be like, you have shares that are selling, let's say at $100, but you want 120 for them. Well, everyone's going to buy the same shares at $100 from somebody else.
Yeah.
So two things you can do as seller, either wait for the market to go up and meet you at 120, which may happen, which may not happen, or sell now and then put that money to work somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a lot of the advice that we try and give in obviously the rapport that we build with our clients, finding out not just why they're selling, but where they're moving to, the reasons behind that, so we can really give them the best advice. I mean, if they're moving to an area where the median value is half of where they're selling from, I mean, this is a good opportunity for them to buy and make money in a, I guess, going back to your stock sort of comparison, taking your investment out of something and put it into a better growing investment.
Yes, I understand that. Now, I know that there's a lot of restaurant and a lot of good food coming to the hills, right? So who have you met lately?
Yeah, actually, I interviewed Enzos Cucina down at Dural, a restaurant. They've been there. They opened up March. So literally when COVID kicked in, they opened their doors.
Oh my goodness.
And I had a chat with Enzo, and they've got 11 restaurants across New South Wales and Sydney, and the Renee and Sam also, who are the managers and owners down there.
Yes.
And they're fantastic people, beautiful food, really beautiful family as well. And when I met with them, I just wanted to chat about Dural. I mean, opening a new business, just like myself. I mean, I've got the office now in Dural. So having a chat with them and finding out what it's been like to work in, to own a business in Dural, what the clients are like. And what they really came back to me with was just the massive support that they've received from the community in the last 12 months. I mean, every business has been going through a really tough time, but these guys have sort of backed themselves. They could have closed, but they kept going, and they were really thrilled that the support of the Dural community also was there. I mean, why wouldn't you go there? The food is amazing.
Oh yeah, okay. So what's the best dish? What's the one that you recommend?
So Renee recommended the beef cheeks gnocchi.
Yes.
And I think that was pretty much a consensus from quite a few of them. I've been there a couple of times. The pizzas are really good too.
Oh really?
Beautiful drinks, cocktails, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, if you're in Dural, definitely go and check them out.
Okay, no problem. Any other good story, mate?
Good stories. Yeah, actually, we had another one in Castle Hill, which we just sold yesterday.
Yes.
Actually, it was a referral from one of our Central Coast offices.
Yes.
So he bought a property up on the Central Coast and loved the way that the Wiseberry team up there worked with them, and got in touch with us down here in Sydney. And we met, went through everything, and we just got him a great result yesterday. So he was also thrilled on that.
So what do you mean a great result?
Well, in terms of comparables, we probably got him about $50,000-$60,000 more than other properties similar selling in the area. We also managed to negotiate him a short settlement that avoided him having to tap into bridging finance. So it was a double sort of win for him. A 28-day settlement leading up to Christmas, save some money on bridging finance as well. So that's, I guess, it's not always about the price of the property, but it's also the terms that you can negotiate, which make a big deal for these people.
Right, right. And I believe that you're doing a bit of work on your building. It's coming up.
Yeah, we're starting to do some minor renovations, put some big windows in, let some light in, and I guess just give ourselves a bit more of a presence. We've been there for just over 12 months now, and you know, we don't really spend too much time in the office. We're out working, and but it's important, you know, that people driving past can really see the growth in our business. We're looking for new staff, so people in, you know, the Dural community. That's what I'm looking for. Someone that has lived and breathed the hills. That's like I have, and Luke, who works with me also. That's
You're
what we're
looking for new staff.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So you're growing fast then.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of.
Who would you be looking for?
Oh, looking for someone who is, I guess, passionate about real estate.
Yep.
Someone who is passionate about talking to people, helping people, and someone who's honest, transparent, and hardworking.
So you're looking for another clone of you?
No, I don't think we probably butt heads a bit too much, another clone with me. But no, look, we're looking for someone who's hungry to get into real estate and, you know, knows the area well and wants to dive in really, and we've got the training, the support, and all that sort of stuff to help them get there. So yeah.
So what's your prediction now until Christmas? The same, or are we changing?
Yeah, look, I don't see anything changing. I mean, why fix it if it's not broken? At the moment, things are moving well. I mean, you obviously have that sort of limbo between Christmas and early New Year, but at this stage, there's property still coming on. We're still doing listing appointments, still getting our clients geared up and ready to go. So nothing's really slowed down for us. Just waiting for Santa Claus to come, and that's about it really, yeah.
So Santa Claus for you, that would be like selling a house on Christmas Eve, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, I don't know if my partner would be too happy with that. She'd be a bit upset with me, but yeah, look, that's what it takes in this sort of business. So if that's what it means, that we've got to be out there on Christmas Eve to get a property sold, then what a beautiful present it would be.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much for today,
No, thanks
John.
for having me. We'll see you again next month.
Catch up soon.
Cheers.
See ya.
Bye.